Timmy the turtle was a good turtle. He was kind. He was friendly. And Timmy was very curious. He lived in a pond with many other turtles. They swam and played all day. It was a happy life. One day, Timmy heard a scary story. The older turtles were talking. They whispered about a monster. This monster, they said, lived in the deepest part of the pond. Timmy was scared. He had never seen a monster before. Timmy went to his best friend, Shelly. "Have you heard about the pond monster?" he asked. Shelly was a brave turtle. She wasn't afraid of anything. "It's just a story," Shelly said. "Don't worry about it." But Timmy couldn't help but worry. He was too curious for his own good. Every day, Timmy heard more stories about the monster. Some turtles said it was big and scary, with sharp teeth and glowing eyes. Others said it made strange noises at night. Timmy started avoiding the middle of the pond. He stayed close to the edge, where he felt safe. One afternoon, Timmy was sunning himself on a log. The wind rustled the reeds by the water. Timmy thought he heard something. Grrr, went the sound. Timmy's shell tingled. Could it be the monster? He quickly ducked into his shell, his heart pounding. He peeked out from under his shell. Everything was still. Maybe it was just the wind, he thought. But the seed of doubt had been planted. Timmy knew he couldn't live in fear forever. He had to find out the truth about the pond monster. That night, Timmy couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about the monster. He knew he had to be brave. He had to face his fear. Timmy decided he would go to the middle of the pond where the monster supposedly lived. He took a deep breath and told Shelly his plan. "I'm going to find the monster," he said. Shelly was worried. "Are you sure about this, Timmy?" she asked. "What if it's really dangerous?" But Timmy was determined. "I have to know the truth," he said. Shelly agreed to go with him. Together, they swam toward the middle of the pond. The water was dark and murky. Strange shadows danced around them. Timmy's heart pounded in his chest, but he kept swimming, with Shelly by his side. Finally, they reached the deepest part of the pond. It was dark and silent. "Hello?" called Timmy, his voice trembling a little. There was no answer. Just then, they heard a noise. "Groan!" It went. Something big moved in the darkness. Timmy and Shelly huddled close together, their eyes wide with fear. Slowly, the shape emerged from the darkness. It was big and dark, just like the stories said. Timmy closed his eyes, bracing himself. But then he heard something unexpected. "Ribbit," the shape croaked. Timmy opened his eyes. It wasn't a monster at all. It was just a big old bullfrog sitting on a lily pad. Timmy and Shelly looked at each other and burst into laughter. The monster was just a harmless frog.